Ha! Thanks for pointing that out, Matthew. I've been talking this whole time, didn't realize I had my audio muted. I'll take dumb things first-time streamers do for 400, Alex. Wow. Okay, so this isn't even going to be useful as a recording. Fantastic. I guess I'll have to do it again some other time. That's all right. Well, let's see. Okay, I was just checking on the tweet, see if anybody did anything. Nope. Cool. So I have a file. I'll catch you up a little bit here. I have a file that converting to run. It previously ran on ColdFusion 11, Adobe ColdFusion, and I'm converting it to run on Lucy. And there are some differences, and you don't always get a useful stack trace. In this case, the stack trace that I'm getting only really tells me, if we look way down here at the end, that framework 1, ioc.cfc, I'm sorry, not framework 1, ioc1, di1, that's what it's called, is unable to load this particular component, and I get the component name, which I guess is as good as we're going to get, and that's all we get. So in that situation, a binary search is my go-to approach to trying to find where the problem is. Come back over here to thingy. Cool. So glad you can hear me now. So what I've been doing while I talk to myself on mute this whole time is binary searching the file. So I commented out approximately half of it and was trying to determine when the error or errors, as I believe it is more than one error now, has been commented out by when the file in question is no longer the file that it's failing to load. So after I fix this file, I'm going to have to go do the same process on this event CFC. But for now, as long as it's not adjunct, that is throwing an exception, then I know that my error is commented. And I should probably go back to something approaching a binary search. So let's see, can I fold everything else? That's a good chunk there. So let's, there's checkpoint B. So we'll go with that. Let's comment everything from checkpoint B down to, uncomment everything from checkpoint B down to there. Save. All right, it comes back to adjunct. So let's go somewhere along the halfway point. That's a nice break in the functions. Comment those out. Okay, so since it's still adjunct, that tells me that at least in the portion that's uncommented, now I know there's an error somewhere in there. So I will leave that commented. And I've got this couple of functions here. There's two functions, and there's an error in at least one of them. So let's start by commenting one of them out. All right, let's switch. And see if maybe it's both. Okay, with only one of the two commented, I still get the error. If I comment both, okay, we move on. So I wonder, I'm betting that there's a lot more of these canonicalize usages in this file. Let's find out. 6 matches, and it should have, so that was what I found while I was on mute, was that the canonicalize function is one of the differences between Adobe ColdFusion and Lucy. ACF supports this fourth argument, throw on error, requires CF11 or greater. And Lucy doesn't support that argument at all. And honestly, all I can tell you in terms of finding that was it was something I remembered being different. I've run into this in the past. Otherwise, I probably would have had to binary search within each function that I knew was being problematic to find the line in question, and then I could have figured out by looking at the different things that were used in that line. So I'm going to find all the places for where canonicalize is being used and being passed more than, what is it, 1, 2, 3 arguments. So we've got 1, 2, 3 here. Let's go to the next one. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so that throw on error is kind of a unfortunate thing to lose as we switch to Lucy, but hopefully our existing validations will at least catch most of the potential problems. This particular bit of code is all trusted user facing, I guess we should say. It's not my company staff, it is our customers, but there's sort of 3 levels here. There's us, there's our customers, and then there's our customers' customers. And to a reasonable extent, we trust our customers. And it is them that will be using this code, so there's a reasonable assumption that they won't try to XSS us or something. Okay, so with the canonicalizes potentially fixed, let's go back. Where were we? Let's see, that's checkpoint B, checkpoint A. I guess I lost my checkpoint C. That's all right. What happened here? I feel like we were missing... okay, there we go. That is the function definition. Function head, whatever you want to call it. All right, so we're in event. That tells me everything that's currently uncommented is in decent enough working order for it to at least be able to parse. So let's comment or uncomment a few more things here. Let's go up to like here. Okay, so everything that's uncommented now is good. So we can mark our checkpoints. Okay, everything's happy. Grab a couple of functions. Oh, checkpoint B, so let's uncomment those. Everything happy? Yep, cool. I'm hoping it was just those canonicalize statements. Sure, you know what? Let's just test that theory. Uncomment all the code. Still coding event. Awesome. So we can say pretty confidently now that this file can parse because it parses. Put that out. Adjunct. Source tree. Going through my diff to make sure that nothing crazy got saved in there by accident, no crazy comments or huge deletes or anything like that. Everything that's done. Yeah, this is a little bit on the difficult side because what I'm doing really here is I'm merging our master branch into a branch where we're doing our Lucy port. And so basically, gosh, I don't even know how to explain it. I've got an ongoing pending merge and all of the changes that are included in there, and this is several weeks worth of work on several other projects within our product that I'm merging in, and so all of those changes combined with the fixes that I'm making now in order to make it parse, in order to include that in the merge. And I have several files here, including this next one that we'll do. So since the stream was kind of messed up, let's go ahead and work on that one. So let's do, grab this. Yep. Cool. So last file was 2,800 lines. This one is not much shorter. And even though it's not very many functions, that's kind of crazy. So a lot of long functions in this function, in this module. So let's start, just for grins, let's comment all the functions out, make sure it's nothing crazy like component metadata or anything like that. It would be awesome if the whole app just loaded now and I don't have 15 other files that I have to go through to do this too. It's in my pocket. Sorry. Hey, something different. Setting not found, payment gateway. That's totally cool. That's a different error altogether. So, yeah, cool. So there's definitely an error somewhere in here. I wonder, canonicalize. Canonicalize. Look at that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oop, there's one. And then we've looped back around. All right, so cool. We fixed the canonicalize that was in here. Let's see if that fixed the whole file. It did. Nice. You know what I should do? I should search the whole repo. Can I come up with a reasonable regex? Canonicalize. Not comma plus comma. I thought I'm confused. There we go. Okay, cool. Regex. I need a t-shirt that says regex are hard. Alright, and then so we need, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a close paren. And that last one, instead of a not comma, is going to be not close paren. Cool. And they're in, searching this whole project, they're all in the events service, which is this file that we have open. That's pretty hilarious. Cool. Of course, that one is the... So this is what looks like these matches are actually these left functions, trimming them to fit in the width of the columns that they're in. So those are fine. Those are fine. Fine, fine, fine. And fine. So I didn't find any more of those in the entire project, which is pretty awesome. Cool. Okay, so a missing setting would be the next thing that I have to worry about. So and that requires jumping into config, which is definitely not something I can stream because we're one of those people that made the mistake of putting sensitive customer information into our config, which is committed into the repo, which is fine because it's a private repo. It wouldn't be something you'd want to do in a public repo, but in private, that's fine. But it does mean that I have to stop the stream here, so thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys next time, and I'll try to have the sound on from the beginning next time. All right, see you guys.